Very warm welcome to our guests and our viewers who have joined on YouTube for the session on innovation at your doorstep. April 14 marks the birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and on this occasion, Atal Innovation Mission celebrates Community Day at all its Atal Tinkering Labs. The idea behind Community Day celebration at Atal Tinkering Labs is to invite children from nearby communities with no direct access to emerging technologies, wherein they can visit them and leverage it to hone their 21st century innovation skills with fellow students, teachers, and mentors of change. The celebration of Community Day commenced on April 11 through YT live sessions conducted by Atal Innovation Mission and physical celebrations at schools. ATLs are accessible to all throughout the year, but through Community Day, we make a conscious effort in this direction to create an inclusive world. Now I would like to invite Professor Manish Jain, Teaching Professor, Creative Learning, IIT Gandhinagar. Professor Manish Jain graduated from Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur, with a degree in electrical engineering and also finished a few courses in EECS at Stanford. He is a teaching professor and principal coordinator of Center for Creative Learning, a lab in IIT Gandhinagar focusing creating hands-on content, experiential activities, models, games which can make learning engaging and inspiring. Since its inception in 2017, Manish sir has created 1,000 plus activities, trained 10,000 teachers, and worked with 50,000 students from across the country. Innovation do not always need a dedicated space, heavy equipment, or an exclusive setup. It can be started from your home, your workspace, and in any kind of environmental setup. With this message, I would like to invite Professor Manish Jain to please enlighten us with some new age tinkering methodologies. Over to you, sir. Sir, your voice, if you can check again. Not yet, sir.
अनम्यूट में ओके हेलो
Perfect.
इज इट क्लियर
Perfect, sir.
हाँ वो वेबएक्स ने मुझे म्यूट कर दिया था so thank you so much for calling me here. My name is Manish Jain and I am speaking to you from from IIT Gandhinagar, and let me just take you where it is. This is IIT Gandhinagar, and this is IIT Gandhinagar, where this is a साबरमती. यहाँ पर ये साबरमती है. मैं रंग बदल देता हूँ ताकि आपको अच्छी तरह से दिखाई दे जाए. ये ब्लू में थोड़ा सा थिकनेस बड़ी कर देता है. ये साबरमती है. ये IIT गांधीनगर है. यहाँ पर हमारी छोटी सी लैब है जिसका नाम है सेंटर फॉर क्रिएटिव लर्निंग, और उसका गोल सिर्फ यही है. द गोल ऑफ व्हाट वी डू इन आवर लैब इज टू ब्रिंग बैक दैट ग्लीम इन द आईज ऑफ आवर चिल्ड्रन. ये आंखों की चमक ये वापस आ जाए. दैट इज द गोल ऑफ व्हाट वी डू इन IIT गांधीनगर. सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर कॉलिंग मी हियर, एंड यू नो जितने भी लोग यहाँ पर जुड़े हुए हैं वेबएक्स में या या जहां पर भी आप जुड़े हुए हैं देश भर में, अगर YouTube से देख रहे हैं, सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर कमिंग ऑन दिस वंडरफुल ओकेजन, and I'm just very happy to be coming, and the goal of what we are trying to do in this 1 hour that I have here, give me just 1 minute, is to share with you our experiences doing whatever we have been doing for so long. For हो सकता है हमारा बीच में कैमरा अगर गड़बड़ करे तो I will just take a minute to sort of change the battery, but other than that, hopefully we should have a non-interrupting session. So thank you so much. We have been running this lab, working as part of this lab in IIT Gandhinagar for last 5 years, and I wanted to show you some of the things. The whole goal of this 1 hour interaction that I have with you here is to showcase some of these simple, absolutely simple, basic tinkering toys, models, activities, games, which can bring back that gleam in the eyes, which can make curriculum interesting, and which can make you wonder. ऐसे क्वेश्चन ऐसी चीजें बनाए जो दिमाग की बत्ती जला दे, ऐसे सवाल पूछे कि रातों की नींद और दिन का चैन उड़ जाए. Something that makes you wonder, and I'm going to share some of those things with you. So please bear with me. And by the way, if you have questions, please do type them in whichever way, wherever you want, and hopefully the Atal team will let me know, and I'll try to sort of give my comments or whatever it is on whatever it is that you ask. So to begin with, I will start with this very simple activity or very simple game. Let me see if I have my pen here. Yeah, there you go. So I have this pen. Hopefully it works. Let me take another pen which is little brighter. Little brighter. Okay, there you go. So I have this simple piece of square paper on which I have drawn this arrow. वो आपको दिखाई नहीं दे रहा. Let me try to see if I can get another pen. Hopefully this will work. हाँ ये तो बिल्कुल नहीं चल. Red pen might work. So let me just get my red pen. Please bear with me. Very simple activity. So what I have is this square piece of paper on which there is this arrow. This arrow points up. Let me make this a little nice so that you can see it nicely. So all it is a simple arrow pointing up. All right. And then I turn it from the back side. So I hold it with my 2 fingers along the diagonal and I push it from here, and you see this other arrow. Actually, the other problem with doing this online workshop is I don't know who my audience is. I only see 3 people in WebEx or 4 people, Naba Surur, Shubham Gupta, and Tanvi and myself. And I have no idea whether I should be speaking in Hindi or I should be speaking in English. And if I knew my audience, I would know. तो क्या है यहाँ पर, मन की बात अगर करनी है तो वो हिंदी में ही निकलती है, मातृभाषा में ही निकलती है. इसलिए अगर मैं बीच बीच में हिंदी में बोलना चालू करूं एंड इफ द ऑडियंस फील्स कि यार समझ कुछ नहीं आ रहा, तो आप मुझे बता दें, आई विल कन्वर्ट. क्योंकि जब मन की बात है या दिल की बात होती है तो वो मातृभाषा में ही होती है. आपके माँ बाप अगर आपको कहीं बोल दे यार बहुत ज्यादा, अगर आपको मान लो किसी टीचर के ऊपर बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा है, बहुत बोर करते हैं, बहुत होमवर्क देते हैं, बहुत पिटाई करते हैं, पिटाई तो शायद आजकल नहीं करते, तो आपको अगर मन में कुछ उनके ऊपर गुस्सा करना है तो इंग्लिश में या आपकी मातृभाषा में करेंगे, नहीं तो मजा नहीं आएगा. हिंदी में करेंगे या अपनी मातृभाषा में करेंगे तो सारे दिल के गुबार निकल जाएंगे. सो इफ आई पार्डन मी इफ आई स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग इन हिंदी इन द मिडल, बिकॉज आई विल स्पीक फ्रॉम माय हार्ट, फ्रॉम माय from inside, and so if I do that, please let me know. I will try to translate. मैं उसको अपनी दूसरी भाषा में बदल दूंगा. तो ये साधारण से स्क्वायर को मैंने 2 तरफ से पकड़ा, इस कॉर्नर से पकड़ा और ये देखिए, और धक्का मारता हूं तो ये एरो ऊपर 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 की तरफ ही रहता है. अब ये वाला मेरा जो 2 कोने हैं, स्क्वायर के दूसरे कोने भी बिल्कुल बराबर है, तो आपको मैं इस हाथ से पकड़ लेता हूं, लेकिन अब ये दूसरे कोनों से पकड़ लिया. आई एम होल्डिंग विद द अदर 2 कॉर्नर्स एंड यू सी व्हाट हैपेंस नाउ. इफ आई पुश इट नाउ, दिस एरो इज अप एंड डाउन. In this hand it is up and up, in this hand it is up and down, and in this hand if I bring it, it is down and down. अप है, अप डाउन है और डाउन डाउन है. बड़ा ही सुंदर खिलौना है, बड़ी सिंपल सुंदर टिंकरिंग है. नाउ एंड आई थिंक दिस इज द बिगेस्ट पर्पस ऑफ डूइंग थिंग्स विद योर ओन हैंड. आज ही हमारे साथियों ने एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग खिलौना बनाया. अगर मेरे पास समय होगा तो मैं आपको दिखाने की कोशिश करूंगा. एक साधारण से पाइप के ऊपर एक एक टेप लगा दी. मैं होपफुली मेरे पास सामान होगा, मैं आपको वो दिखाने की कोशिश करूंगा. बड़ा सुंदर खिलौना है. So now the whole purpose of this tinkering is to see, make you think, why is it that this thing is behaving like this? And question can happen, what should I do to this arrow so that it doesn't behave like that? It always does either this way, whether I hold it from this hand or the other hand. Up down नहीं करे, down down है तो down down ही रहे, up down ना करे. क्या करे इस एरो के साथ, या क्या करे इस शेप के साथ कि ऐसा ना हो. You see, some people are saying holding with the corners makes a difference. Even if I hold it from here, it is the same thing. यहां से करा तो ये है, लेकिन अगर यहां से करेंगे तो कुछ और हो जाएगा. You see what I'm saying? यहां पर अगर हमने करा तो ये देखिए क्या होता है, अप एंड देन लेफ्ट, और अगर ये वाला में पकड़ेंगे तो डाउन एंड देन लेफ्ट. तो अलग अलग तरीके से आप खेल सकते हैं. नाउ द क्वेश्चन that comes to the mind, or the thing that comes to the mind, is why should this arrow behave like that? क्यों ये इस तरह से काम करता है? एंड दैट विल मेक यू वंडर. एंड ब्यूटीफुल एक्टिविटी, सिंपल, क्रिस्प एंड वेरी सिंपल एंड ऑलमोस्ट फील्स लाइक मैजिक. तो ये करेंगे तो मन लगने लग जाएगा. यू प्रॉब्ली विल बिकम फेमस. ऑल द किड्स हु आर वाचिंग, यू नो, शो इट टू योर पेरेंट्स एंड ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स एंड फैमिली, and you know, आपको लोग बोलेंगे हमें भी ये जादू दिखाओ. So what I'm going to share with you today is all of these, some of these wonderful things that we have done in this lab in IIT Gandhinagar next to Sabarmati. So thank you so much for joining. Let's see. और मैं आपको वो चित्र एक दिखाना चाह रहा था, वो मेरे पास होपफुली मिलेगा. मैं कोशिश करता हूँ. वो चित्र एक दूसरा वाला है, वो लाने की कोशिश करता हूँ. ये हाँ, ये रहा. This is what I wanted to show you, right? This is the purpose of what we do. I mean, let me show you. This is how our lab looks like. Center for Creative Learning, IIT Gandhinagar. इतनी सारी चीजें जो देख रहे हैं, ये हमने यहीं पर अपनी लैब में बनाई हैं. IIT गांधीनगर में अपनी लैब में बनाई है. और इसका पर्पस भी सिर्फ यही है कि किस तरह से आंखों में चमक वापस आ जाए. इस तरह से हमारी लैब दिखती है. ये है हमारी लैब. एक और नमूना यहाँ पर. दिस इज वेयर वी डू द वर्कशॉप्स, एंड द goal, like I said, of our lab is to bring back the gleam in the eyes. If you see, what you will see in this picture is this. I mean, मैंने इसको कलर करके रंग दिया है, but basically there is this pen. और ये रंग क्यों चेंज हो गया? This is this pen which is hanging, which has a magnet on top, and it is hanging in the air. And look at these children who are waiting and wanting to see what is going on. This is the tinkering that I'm talking about. This will make our children wonder. And let me show you exactly what this is and what this is about. और ये आपके सामने मैं दिखाने की कोशिश करूंगा. एक साधारण सी पेन है. पेन के ऊपर मैग्नेट लगा दी, और ये बत्तख बना दी, और बत्तख के मुंह में एक मैग्नेट लगा दी. And then, you know, this pen actually stays afloat in the air. हवा में लटक गया. This pen magically swings in the air. It is straight, yet it swings. Right? Now the question is, why does it stay in the air? Can I make, how heavy can I make this thing? Can I make a building stand like that? Or whatever it is. जो भी आप सोचना चाहे वो आप कर सकते हैं. But the point is, there is this magnet which is on top, and this magnet which is attracting it. If the force is too much, ये ऊपर जाके चिपक जाएगा. If the force is too less, it will fall. So there is optimum amount of distance that you have to do, which will make it stay yet not fall, and it will bring back to the equilibrium position. अगर आप इसको थोड़ा सा धक्का मारे तो ये वापस आ जाता है. Now this makes the curriculum interesting, engaging, and makes you wonder. Imagine every single desk in India, you know, in your schools or colleges, wherever you are studying, your teacher has this beautiful pen, right, which basically stands in the air. तो ये मैं इसको हटा देता हूँ. और फिर आप ये भी कह सकते हैं कि भाई ये वाला पेन हवा में लेट गया, बैठ गया, मतलब खड़ा हो गया था. What about this other pen which actually, you know, sleeps in the air? And this is the other version of that pen. This pen sleeps in the air. This pen has one magnet right here, two magnets at the base, and now this pen will sleep in the air. ये हवा में लटक गया. I hope the camera will focus it. You see, this is magically hanging in the air. Maybe I'll show you in the overhead camera. Let me just take you to the overhead camera. This is camera is right here. I will clean up a little bit so that you can see properly, and then hopefully you will be able to see. Okay, this is my pen right here. This is right here. These two magnets stick to each other. This magnet on the pen, these two magnets, they both stick to this pen if I keep it on top, and this magnet has to be little behind these two magnets. Okay, so I keep it like this here, and you see It stays in the air. आप इसको ऐसे भी देख सकते हैं, ये बिल्कुल हवा में है, right? It stays in the air and I can spin it and it will hopefully not fall. It is spinning in the air. A man, imagine anybody can just, if the head is touching right here, but other than that, it is spinning in the air. Close up में देख सकते हैं, और close up. You see? Now it is spinning in the air. This is a magical toy, and it takes just three simple magnets to do this. This is what we want to do. This is what we want to make sure that all these simple tinkering toys, every child, every adult, everybody who can make, play, and then explore things, and then take it and do it on your own. This is what we want to do with ATL Innovation Mission. This is what we want to do, do it and show it to you. Let me take a minute and show you a few other things that I had in mind. Absolutely simple toys. This is a simple pencil that I have, and I have curved it with a cycle spoke and a nut here, and then you see it balances on my finger. Can you balance a simple this pencil on your finger? Not, but with this you can. Why? Because the center of gravity of this whole thing is somewhere around this, and of course that will take care of the. बहुत सारे आपने ऐसे खिलौने देखे होंगे जहां पर बहुत भारी भारी चीजें उंगली पर लटक जाती हैं, राइट? This is one of those toys, right? It will not fall. In fact, what we have done in IIT Gandhinagar, hopefully when you come, you are welcome to come someday. We have a cycle that walks on the wire, which तार पे, हवा में तार लटका दिया, लोहे का तार, and that cycle moves on the wire and doesn't fall. Can you believe? In the air, you don't just walk. This is a cycle which will walk on the, and I hopefully I will, if I get a chance, I will show you the picture. Hanging cycle, or walking in the air, or cycling in the air, basically. Real thing. Why? How? Just a simple cycle. Underneath we have put a counterbalance at the bottom, a heavy counterbalance, to make sure that that takes care of, अगर वो थोड़ी जाएगी तो counterweight लाकर वापस से movement उसका zero, torque उसका zero कर देगा. So that is how very simple tinkering toy. मैं आपको फटाफट काफी सारी चीजें दिखाने की कोशिश करूंगा. And please make sure you tell me the time, otherwise sometimes I run out of time, and that's so all the AIM team can sort of if there are questions, comments, the AIM team can also tell me, but if not, then just let me know when the time is out. Or I'm assuming this is a 1 hour talk, right? So I will try to finish in an hour by 5.
Sure.
तो मुझे बता दीजिएगा अगर समय का कुछ हो. ये एक साधारण सा तार है. This is a simple wire on which we have welded, and so it's basically a ring, and on which we have done 4 nuts. These are 4 nuts, right? And then what I will do is I will just spin it like this. You see, and these are these 3 nuts. Hopefully you can see they are spinning. They will keep spinning till the time I am moving it. They will keep spinning. All it takes is just a simple, wire, an iron a wire. You weld it, make a circle, and then 4 nuts inside, or 3 nuts, or 2 nuts, and you spin it, and they keep spinning. Now, how is it that they get the energy to keep spinning? They will keep spinning forever. So, beautiful toy to play with, and then think about what is going on, and can you devise some other thing to do, right? Can you make another device which is not a circle and yet it spins? Interesting thing. You can come up with your own toys and do things to play with. ठीक है जी. मैं आपको बड़ी दो चार चीजें बढ़िया दिखाता हूँ. Simple, very simple, yet very interesting. And this is how we normally start with. And what I have here with me is just a simple bugle, a cut plastic bottle, and this is a balloon, and another straw here. And what I'm going to do is pull it like this and then blow. अगर आपके घर में आपको शंख बनाना है या आपके पेरेंट्स सो रहे हैं और आपको दुखी करना है या टीचर को परेशान करना है, this is your bugle. Very simple, just very simple bugle that you can make. I'm going to show you very quick and simple toy. This is another very interesting toy that I made a couple of days back. Simple. एक you take a straw, maybe overhead में दिखा देता हूँ. A simple straw, you make a notch like this, right? Simple straw. Then another straw on which you did a hole in the middle like this, right? Then lay it flat and then put a tape here, lay it flat like this and make a slant cut here. Okay, let me bring it close. Make a slant cut here and then lay it flat here and make a slant cut here. So that's it. A hole in the middle, press it flat, put a tape, slant cut here, so the air can come out from this hole, you see. And similarly, air can come out from this hole on the other side. One cut on this side, the other cut on this side. And that's it. And then you can put it back inside this thing. Okay, so that it is spinning. Okay, and now the magic comes. Yes, right here. Beautiful sprinkler. Why? Because when you push, some of the air goes inside, it comes out from top, the other comes from bottom, so it spins in the other direction. Third law of motion, whatever Newton's law. If you wanted to spin it the other way, change the direction, right? इसको ऐसे करके ऐसे कर दीजिए. Now it will spin the other way. And of course you have to close it from here, otherwise the air will pass through. You see, now it's spinning the other way. Simple sprinkler, in fact, or spinner. In fact, वो बनाने के लिए एक बड़ा ही इंटरेस्टिंग मुझे लगा ये वाली चीज पहले दिखा देता हूँ. Two bent straws, one straw inside the other. Okay, I will put one straw inside the other, and so this makes like a V thing. Okay, and then when I push, you see what happens. I mean, light थोड़ी ज़्यादा है. Let me just take off the light here. This is better. Okay, so then I will blow from here, air will go here, come out from here, and see what happens. Okay, it came down. If I keep it up, it came down. Now when I blow, if I keep it up, it comes down. If I keep blowing, it keeps going down. If I turn its mouth the other way, you see, now it is facing like this. You see what will happen. It came up. Now when I blow, it is like the elephant's trunk. It keeps going back and back, right? Why? Because when the air is coming like this, it gets third law of motion. You get the force is acting on this side, and so it starts to spin like this. Now if I turn it the other way, right? When I take it like this, and then the other way at right angle, you see, like this on top, and then turning the other way, you see what happens now. I keep it in my mouth and I blow. And if I change the mouth the other way, I can keep both my hands at the back. If this is how you go in the market, I guarantee you will be the center of attraction. Everybody will ask you, ये कैसे बनाया, हमें भी बताओ. आपको कोई ब्रांडेड कपड़े पहनने की जरूरत नहीं है. आराम से मुंह में रखिए, keep it spinning, you will be the center of attraction. This is such a magical, simple toy. Okay, now let me take you a minute and show you this beautiful toy that I think is just absolutely phenomenal. I really like it. So what I've done is I have these two straws. I cut it in two parts. Okay, let me take you to overhead. Two parts of this straw. Oh, blue mein blue ho gaya. Maybe I'll put this white thing here so that you can see it clearly. Okay, two straws, and then what I'm going to do is make two triangular cuts right here. Okay. All right, and same cuts over here on this other one. Okay, and then press it a little bit. Press a little bit. That's it. Press it a little bit. Okay. Right here. And then I'll blow. this one. This is your father in the evening when they both fight. And this is your mother. Why? Because this is longer length, wavelength is more, frequency is less. This is less length, but the frequency is more. Wavelength is less, frequency is more. And if you have to convert your father's voice to your mother's voice, you can do this very simply. धीरे धीरे फादर की आवाज मदर की आवाज में बढ़ गई. एंड समटाइम्स आपको करने में इतना मजा आता है पता ही नहीं चलता और कब ये कैची नाक के ऊपर चल जाएगी. एंड देन दैट साउंड विल बी वेरी हाई पिच, but it will not come from the straw, it will come from somewhere else. So be careful when you do this. And now when these two straws are very close by, you can keep both of them together in your mouth and blow. This is the sound of a train horn or a truck horn. And why is that? Because these two frequencies are relatively close by. बहुत पास की frequencies हैं. When they interfere, this is the sound they produce. If they are longer lengths, then they are, and this is called relatively prime. Two frequencies which are relatively prime will not interfere so much, and you get this wonderful notes. So a lot of times when in the real train horns, they have these 5 frequencies playing together, or 3, or we just do it with 2, right? This is the sound of a baby crying. Of course, what I did was just increase the the sound box. तो बहुत ही सिंपल, साधारण सी स्ट्रॉ से कितना काटे कि स के बाद रे बजे. When I was doing cutting and changing the notes, how much should I cut from the main thing for it to place re, and then how much ga, and then ma, and so on, C to D to E, how much? And if you measure that length, it will be different. It is not linear. So if you cut 1 centimeter to get from sa to re, you don't have to cut 1 centimeter. In fact, it is very interesting. Please do find out. Even though the frequencies are proportional from C to D, Sir to Re and Re to Ga, the ratio of the frequency is same, but that doesn't mean the ratio of wavelength will be inversely proportional, because frequency and wavelength, the product is constant. So ये बड़ी interesting चीज है. Inverse proportion यहाँ पर दिखाई दे जाता है. And imagine now if I have 7 children with 7 straws, I have a school band, and then you can make these 7, and beautiful toy you can make, and you can keep moving it like a mouth organ with just a simple straw and play wonderful music. So this is what you can do with straw. In fact, let me just show you this thing that I should have showed you, but because of take a minute. 30. Okay. When we made the first straw whistle, I think, let me just do that again for you. A beautiful thing you should have done. This is a single note. Of course, if I press it here, because the air will not come out. What I will do here now is I fold it like this and make one cut right here. Okay. And fold another and make one cut. And now you see what I have is a simple flute. कितनी तरीके की? How many different kind of notes? 3. Because different notes come because of the length of the pipe. When with 2 holes, I have divided the pipe in 3 different lengths. This much, and the full length. When I close both these holes, it is effectively like the full length pipe. So that's the frequency you hear, low frequency. When I open this, keep this is the effective length, because the air, this is the effective length, because this is where the air pressure becomes same as the outside. And when I open it, this is the open both the holes, this is the length. So this is the highest pitch, next pitch, and then the lowest pitch, right? Even though, and that's why for playing 3 notes, you need 3 holes. In fact, 2 holes, and this is the third one, right? So 3 notes. So 7 note ki bansuri ke liye 6 छेद यहाँ पर, 6 holes here, and 1 of course at the bottom. That's how you can play the bansuri. But the way you can keep your fingers on these 2 holes is very different. It follows binary. I can keep my finger on this or not. I can keep my finger on this or not, right? So 2 ways I can keep my finger here, 2 ways I can keep here, 2 ways I can keep on all the holes. So if I have 6 holes, I can keep my fingers in 2 to the power of 6 or 64 different ways, but I hear only 7 different notes. So that is another interesting, very interesting you can do. बांसुरी है कि बेसुरी है ये आपको देखना पड़ेगा. ठीक है जी. स्ट्रॉ का एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग ये खिलौना मैं आपको दिखाना चाह रहा था. Just take a minute to show this to you. So what I have here, and you can, all of you can make this. Let me show this to you. First demonstrate this to you, and then I will play this. So I have this simple piece of rubber right here. Simple piece of rubber on which 2 straws I have cut, 1 dandi, 1 stick, and I will put this. Okay, I will put this in the water glass and blow. Good sound. I will put it the other way and now blow. You see a jet spray comes out, or water spray. From this side, it's a flute. From this side, it's a spray. And from this side, if I dunk it in water and then spin, you see, oh my God, पूरा भीग गया. This is a sprinkler. 3 तरीके से काम करता है. 3 in 1. Flute, spray, and sprinkler. Why does it behave like that? Both these things look the same. Then why should behave differently? Let us just see it right here. You see what I have done here, and I will show you by making a picture, right? Let us keep it like this. You see, and if you should be able to see this in close. Now in a blue you should be able to watch. Yeah. Okay. Then I will waste. Okay. Let me bring another paper so that okay. Let me draw the picture here. Okay. So this is my straw. And this is another straw. And this is the piece, and this is the dandi. You see what has happened? And if you follow closely here, this straw, this one, vertical one, is covering half the opening of this straw. You see right here. It is covering half the opening of this straw. यहाँ पर, this is covering half the opening. If the straw is here, the other one is like this. Okay? So that is why when this is in water, when you are blowing from air from here, then air is coming out, this half the mouth is stopped. As a result, air here becomes faster. The speed increases, the pressure drops down, the water rises, and then this becomes spray. When you blow air from here, the air can go out directly. There is nothing blocking it. So these ends start to vibrate, and this becomes a flute. But when you dip it like this in water, and then you spin, the water rises up because of centrifugal force. Right? Anything that you spin tries to go out. When there is water, it will rise up and then come out like that. So beautiful toy, 3-in-1, पिचकारी, होली, सब कुछ आप इस साधन, आजकल गर्मी भी है, इसके साथ बड़े आराम से बनाकर खेल सकते हैं. Beautiful toy, 3-in-1. This is what we developed in this lab over here. All right. I have 20 more minutes, so let me show you some very interesting toys that we have done. Unique things, absolutely unique toys, and let me show you one. And you can call this magic maybe, but whatever it is. And this is something that we designed right here. All right. So let me just take a minute, and then I will give you a brief history of our lab in few minutes. Give me this one. So fun, PNG school. All right. So let me take you to overhead. You can see, hopefully you can see things now. All right. I have, these are the cards that I have. Okay, and they are all shuffled, right? So they are in no particular order. So let's say if I have to ask you to put them in order, what will you do? You will first find a बड़ा टाइम लग रहा है भाई, कहाँ पर ए चला गया? A. Now you will find a B. Now you will find a C. अरे बहुत टाइम लगता है. I don't have that much time. आजकल का जमाना बड़ा फास्ट है. We don't have that much time. So I shuffled it. All I need is a simple safety pin. I use a safety pin. Please don't poke it in your friend's face, but put it in these cards. Some cards will stick. Pull them out. Put them here. Put it in the next. Pull them out. Third hole. Pull them out. Fourth hole. There are 5 holes. Pull them out. And fifth hole. That's it. And you see what has happened. Beautiful, right? This is a game that we invented right here in our lab. You will not find it anywhere else. And this is all based on very interesting mathematics called the binary mathematics, and this is called uh, Radix Sort, right? Something that we teach, and they will unfortunately not teach you in the coding classes, but in the first year of computer science, hopefully, this algorithm is taught, but this thing which we have done is like a game. Now you might say, instead of 5 holes, I can do it also with 3 holes, and this is absolutely unique. This is something that we developed here. Only 3 holes. I'm doing the same thing. I will put this stick right here, pull these things out, then I'll use this dundee. Okay, I will put the stick, a thicker stick in, and pull these cards out. Then I put safety pin. For some things I need safety pin, for some people I need a thicker dundee. And then I will use this safety pin and then bring this dundee. And you see something else has happened again. Oh, उल्टा कर देता हूँ मैं. बीच में थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया, वो कभी कभी कार्ड अटक जाते हैं. Amazing toy, right? Simple sorting cards, and I'm going to show you how you can sort of learn and play with all of this, and and similarly what we have done is that 52 page 52 cards Sankshipt Ramayan, right? The whole story of Ramayan in 52 cards, and if you shuffle them, it will be wrong. The wedding will happen before Ram is born and things like that. But if you put the stick inside 7 holes one by one in the right order, in fact, it is very interesting in these cards. If you start from here and use your stick, it works. But if you do it the other way, it will not work. And so these things make you think and wonder कि ये चला तो चला कैसे. इस तरह की चीजें हमने बनाई है. मैं आपको थोड़ी टिंकरिंग वाली बढ़िया चीजें दिखाता हूँ. ये जो हमने काफी सारी डिजाइन कर करके चीजें बनाई हैं. Let me just take a minute and show these to you. Okay, here you go. First, this is I have to take off the light, otherwise you won't be able to watch. Okay, hopefully you will be able to watch. Okay, so here you go. This is a simple charkha, but when I spin it, it lights up. You see, ये हरी लाइट जल जा रही है. Hopefully, you see, you can just focus here. You will be able to at least see that this thing lights up. Maybe I'll show it in the overhead in here. Okay, so when I spin it, take this thing away. What is going on is this charkha is connected to a cycle spoke, which is connected to this copper coil, which is connected to this LED. When the magnet spins inside the copper coil, the EMF is generated. The source of the energy is not magnet or the coil, it's the hand that is pushing the magnet. Some of its energy is getting converted to rotational energy of the magnet is getting converted to light. So, and where did I get energy in my hand? I got energy in my hand because of eating food, and food got the energy from sun. So I can say that this charkha is actually a solar generator, of course. The most interesting thing about this toy is that we have made this toy out of these simple sheets, and I want to show you this in a minute. These sheets on which these pieces will come out. All these pieces will come out, and you join them by rubber band. These are laser cut. All these pieces will come out, and if you see closely in the overhead, all these rubber bands you see here, these pieces will all come out, about 100 pieces. You join them with rubber band right here, and you make this charkha. Okay, so this all has been designed here, right here in our lab. This is what we have done. Similarly, this beautiful thing, and I'm going to show you in just a minute. Close the light. Bring this right here. Toys like this, जो दिमाग की बत्ती जला दे, दिमाग की बत्ती जला दे, ऐसे करते हैं, दिमाग की बत्ती जला दे, दिमाग की बत्ती जला दे. This is a exact structure of a football. 12 pentagons, 20 hexagons. This is exactly what a football looks like. And what we have done is created all these pentagons and hexagons which come out in this sheet right here. All these hexagons and the stand and everything, and just some rubber bands, and you can make this toy on your own. Takes about an hour. 1 घंटे में आपका लैंप बन जाएगा. बाजार से खरीदने से, चाइना से सामान खरीदने की जरूरत नहीं है. दिवाली पर या अदरवाइज, दिस इज योर टेबल लैंप, एंड ऑल्सो स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ अ फुटबॉल, ऑल्सो कॉल्ड बकमिनिस्टर फुलरीन लैंप. ऑल्सो द carbon 60 structure is exactly based on this. This is the structure of C60 carbon. Beautiful. And we have made 200 toys like this. I'm going to show you a list of what we have done. This is what we want the tinkering to be. It all has that, all of this design, fabrication, this, that, research, figuring out what is the dihedral angle on which to cut the joints, and all of those things we have done in our lab. And this is what we want to. And so if you're interested, just send us an email. Our email is very simple: ccl@iitgn.ac.in. I will just give you the right here. Emails are all right here. It is saying CLI, but you can also say CCL. Right here, CCL. Okay, so ccl@iitgn.ac.in, or this is our YouTube channel, youtube.com iitgncli. This is the STEM program. This is Facebook. This is our website. So you can visit the website, send us an email, or you can send me an email, manishjain@gmail.com. I'm a faculty at IIT Gandhinagar, Manish Jain at iitgn.ac.in. You are familiar with Google, so if you Google search, you will be able to find my email or our lab's email. Center for Creative Learning, IIT Gandhinagar. This is what we do. And let me show you now, take a minute to show you other toys that we have developed. Right? This is a beautiful thing that we did. Oh, let me show you PPT. Okay. By the way, you see all these straight lines, I mean all these curves, but they are all drawn using straight lines. And the reason it's saying 30-30 is because this program called 30-30 that we did, and I wanted to show you this program that we did, 30-30 STEM. Last year we did this program called 30-30 STEM, and this was what the program was about. For that program, we did 26 sessions every Sunday, 4 to 5, live on YouTube. We had 5 lakh registrations, 10 crore comments, 1 crore people watched, and we called it 30-30 STEM because when we started, we had exactly 3,030 subscribers, but when we ended the program, we had 2,15,000 subscribers. because we were tinkering, we were doing tinkering, what we were doing in this whole episodes live every day on YouTube. Science of math and music, sun and the earth and moon, card magic. Card magic, what is a machine? You know, in fact, I'm going to show you in a minute this beautiful thing about mysteries of cycle, some interesting tinkerings with the cycle, how the cycle can go from front to back, a back going cycle, and you know, if you turn it right it goes left, or if you can pedal it reverse but it still goes forward, things like that. Paper lamps, all done with tinkering. Vegetable math, calendar. Cricket, tinkerings in cricket, you know, science of cricket, sports stem, candle, you know, plants, microbes and things like that. Very, very interesting. These all are all our you know, partners, of course. And the goal is to see how we can bring that gleam in the eyes. Like I said, I'm going to show you few of our toys right here. These are all the toys that you see. These are all puzzles that we have. This is Archimedean. This is called Stomachion, 2000 year old puzzle. This is Stack It Up, 4 cubes with 4 different colors. Even though it has 4 sides, and you have to stack such that all sides have 4 different colors. So very interesting, and you can write a program. Right, this is a beautiful graph theory problem that you can solve. I mean, you can solve this problem using graph theory. This is a Chinese ring, but a different take on Chinese ring puzzle. This is ring rope, up it up, and very, very interesting. This is actually a beautiful thing, right? This is just leaves falling on the ground. If you count the number of leaves that touch these parallel lines, that number is pi. If that ratio is pi, total number of leaves to the number of leaves that touch a line is pi. Okay, let me show you. Beautiful. This is an amazing thing that we made. You see this, and you 10 feet dome with 1500 यहाँ पर maybe काले pen. Why can I let me change the color? Why is it not letting me change the color? Let me see, how do I change the color of my pen? Oh, here. हाँ, उसमें था. Okay. No. Blue. Okay. I don't know what is going on. Anyways, so this is a dome, 1506 with tie belts, and it's a 10 feet. It takes about 6 to 8 hours for. This is something that the first year students did when they came to IIT Gandhinagar as part of their foundation program. Worked for about 4 to 5 hours. The whole first year lot of 150 students, 200 students, we made this dome, and we kept it there for about 2 years. Right, simple bamboo sticks, tie belts, beautiful 6 frequency geodesic dome. And let me now take you back to this other slide, which is no, maybe this is even better. Okay, the goal of what we try to do is this. This is that 3-in-1 toy that I was talking about. For the small toys, for the small children or big children, it is all just the same, right? This is the program that we did, like 30 STEM. We did another program, Eklavya, we started, and the goal of that program was very, very interesting. Let me show you. टोक्यो जापान, चोपड़ा ने अपना भाला 36 डिग्री पर फेंककर भारत को एथलेटिक्स में पहला स्वर्ण पदक दिलाया. 1918 फर्स्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर, दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी तोप ने 130 किलोमीटर दूर गोला 55 डिग्री पर फेंका. इन दोनों इवेंट्स को देखकर ऐसे लगता है कि क्लासरूम से बाहर की जिंदगी साइंस और मैथ में कुछ अलग ही नियमों पर काम करती है. तो के अनुसार तो प्रोजेक्टाइल को 45 डिग्री पर फेंके तो सबसे ज्यादा दूर जाती है, लेकिन नीरज ने अपना भाला 45 से कम और बंदूक ने अपना गोला 45 से ज्यादा बचा. बड़ी बात. करिकुलम और रियल लाइफ की इसी दूरी को दूर करने के लिए सीबीएसई और आईआईटी गांधीनगर टीचर्स डे के दिन एकलव्य सीरीज की शुरुआत कर रहे हैं. और अच्छी बात यह है कि हमारी नई शिक्षा नीति यानी कि एनईपी 2020 और दिशा दोनों ही इन्हीं मुद्दों पर जोर देने की बात. एकलव्य में हम ढेर सारे हैंड्स ऑन एक्टिविटीज, मॉडल्स और प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाएंगे जिनसे कंसेप्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग बढ़े. इंटरेस्टिंग, दिमाग की बत्ती जला दें, ऐसे क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करेंगे जिससे आउट ऑफ बॉक्स क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग डेवलप हो. और लोकली अवेलेबल मटेरियल से ऐसे इंगेजिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स करेंगे जिससे साइंटिफिक टेम्पर विकसित हो। ऐसा करने से नीरज चोपड़ा के बाद 7 अगस्त और प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाएंगे जिनसे लोकली अवेलेबल मटेरियल से ऐसे इंगेजिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स करेंगे जिससे साइंटिफिक टेम्पर विकसित हो। ऐसा करने से नीरज चोपड़ा के भाले का ज्ञान, तोप के गोले का विज्ञान और प्रोजेक्टाइल के सिद्धांत का समाधान सब अपने आप। तो जुड़िए हर रविवार 4 से 5। लॉकडाउन में भी लर्निंग पर ना आने पाए आज। बच्चे, टीचर्स और पेरेंट्स सभी के लिए गणित और विज्ञान समझने का एक अनोखा, और आपको ये भी पता चलेगा कि गुब्बारे की हवा पीकर, अरे बारी बारी बंद हो जाता है, और आपको ये भी पता चलेगा कि गुब्बारे की हवा पीकर गौरव की आवाज का ये हाल क्यों और कैसे हो। ब्यूटीफुल।
नेक्स्ट 3-4 मिनट के लिए हम कुछ क्वेश्चंस ले सकते हैं।
हम बिल्कुल ले सकते हैं, बिल्कुल ले सकते हैं। मैं आपको तब तक ये अपने कुछ ये खिलौने दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, क्या क्या चीजें हैं, बट बिल्कुल आप चालू कर दीजिए।
श्योर सर। सर थैंक यू सो मच, द ऑडियंस सीम्स मेस्मराइज्ड
ये
एंड
सारे खिलौने हैं। मैं एक सेकंड, बस 1 मिनट मुझे दें, मैं आपको झलकी दिखा देता हूँ। ये सारे टिंकरिंग टॉयज जो हमने बनाए हैं, these are all 25 different kind of Diwali lamps that you see on the left and on the right in our buildings. The Shara lamps, 50,000 people across the country made these lamps. And साइकिल के ऊपर कुछ चर्चाएं थी। This is Manjul Bhargav with our lamp. Manjul Bhargav is one of the persons of Indian origin, professor at Princeton, to have won a gold medal. This is 472 piece 6 frequency geodesic which we have made from the wood. These are the kind of things that exist only in our lab, and in fact I'm going to show you one machine. This machine right here, बहुत इस पे काटा पीटी हो रखी है, but the machine that you see on the left, this one, right, this one is called an Enigma machine. I am proud to say that IIT Gandhinagar in our lab is the only place in India which has this machine. This is the machine which is responsible for the first computer to be made. The reason for the first computer to be created during the Second World War was this machine, because the Germans were using to communicate their messages in code language, for which we needed a computer to break the code. We decided that we are going to make this machine, beautiful tinkering device, electrical, math and computer science all in one. The one next to this is South Pointing Chariot. This is a clock which has 3 clocks in 3 different directions. Another similarly, all these beautiful toys. This exact solar machine which drills a hole in concrete. Pentapod, interesting timekeeping machine. These are walking machines, and a calculator. Oceanic wavebot, walking again, octopod. Hexapod. This is Enigma machine, but as a vertical hoverbot. These are all mechanical automatons. This is a beautiful machine which plays music and reads paper and plays music. This is a machine, beautiful toy which basically lets the letters float in the air. On a regular fan, we have mounted 7 LEDs. And when the pankha spins at 1200 RPM, we switch on and off LEDs at the right time, right? Using electrical components, Arduino, and you will see these letters floating in the air. This is a real picture, right? Floating letters. A car which when moves makes a sine wave. Imagine making a car all made out of MDF, all our design, car which moves a sine wave, and then another car which makes a triangular wave. You can make on your own. This is card sorting, and I will just stop here. These are 1 frequency, 2 frequency, 1, 2, 3 frequency, 4 frequency, and 5 frequency geodesics. We wanted to show you the power of X. How X, when it increases as a cube, height is proportional to X cube, right? How it quickly rises up with the same distance. So anyways, we should take these questions. I have lots of things to show, but we will run out of time. So please, absolutely.
Sir, thank you so much, sir. The audience seems mesmerized. And since it has been joined by both the students as well as the teachers and mentors, so one of the mentors or the teacher has asked Mr. Pratap Bodapati, Manish, can you please share the link of the ABC card making for the students to understand and prepare?
Okay. So basically just Google 3030 STEM. 3030 STEM in YouTube. Let me show you right here. Okay, and maybe I can share my screen and then you will be able to see. Window capture. Hopefully you will be able to see. Okay, can you see? Okay. Now you can see my screen. youtube.com. नहीं, let me see. ये क्या हो गया? हाँ, youtube.com. This is youtube.com. And what I will do here is search for 3030 STEM. Can you see this? अरे ये दिख क्यों नहीं रहा है? हाँ, 3030 STEM. And then I hit enter. And I see this whole playing list. View playing list. Okay. And then these are all the episodes. All right. In this, if you go to, for instance, if you are talking about the cards, just watch this language of mathematics and science. Okay. And then in here, you will be able to see force and pressure, question 5, mean median. No, इसमें नहीं है. PISA test, voltage morph. No, not this. Then which one? Let me just see. A4 sheet, wonder of calendar, computational thinking. Okay, I think it is in computational thinking.
Yeah. So, sir, might be in this repository they can find out the
नहीं
different
नहीं,
different
एक
lectures.
मिनट रुक जाओ, एक मिनट रुक जाओ.
Yeah.
पूरा दिखाई देते हैं इसमें. Some introduction to computational thinking. This is the Enigma machine. All right, this is what I was talking about. And then card sorting. You see binary card sorting right here. You click here and you will see this card sorting. Okay, same activity right here.
Right, sir.
Okay, so all you have to do is just look at Google 3030 STEM, all these 31 episodes, and then using that you will be able to find all these things.
Sir, one last thing is the one motivational thing a student has written. Uh, it is very much possible if Newton can think of gravity and motion just by falling off an apple. Why can't we make an algorithm from ourselves?
Okay,
So,
two things I will comment. One, it is not that the biggest thing about, and I don't know, I think there are about 50 people watching on YouTube, but the biggest thing that the Newton did was not that एप्पल गिरते हुए देखा और सोचा ग्रेविटेशन है. वो नहीं है. वो तो लोगों को लगता था कोई भी गिरेगा एप्पल तो नीचे की तरफ गिरता है, उसमें कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. तो वो सोच सकते हैं कि कोई चीज खींच रही होगी, राइट. ऊपर से पहाड़ से कूदते हैं तो नीचे गिर जाते हैं, कोई चीज खींच रहे होगे. दैट्स नॉट वेयर द इमेजिनेशन इज. What Newton did was the power of imagination. He said that the same force that pulled the apple towards the earth is the same force that pushes earth to spin around the sun. That is imagination. In fact, we get confused. We just say apple gir raha tha or Newton go. No. It's the imagination. And I think that is what is very critical. That is something that is most critical. To use this imagination in things that we have never seen. That is what these toys, these activities, this tinkering will make us do. हम इसलिए नहीं कर पाते हैं या करते हैं क्योंकि हम टिंकरिंग करते ही नहीं है. हमेशा उसमें यूटिलिटी लगी होती है. ये करने से हमारे नंबर आएंगे क्या, ये करने से मैडम नंबर देंगी, ये करने से फिजिक्स में नंबर. नो, टिंकरिंग फॉर टिंकरिंग. कुछ बढ़िया खिलौने बनाते हैं जिसमें मजा आए, उसमें साइंस समझ में अपने आप आएगी. आई थिंक दैट इज हाउ वील हैव टू स्टार्ट डूइंग थिंग्स. So and of course I wanted to comment about this Newton thing. Newton का काम ये नहीं दिखा कि वो सेब गिरा तो नीचे ग्रेविटेशन, वो सबको पता था. But the fact that it is the same pull that is pulling the apple to earth is the same pull that is making earth go around the sun in a circle. Anyways, so
sure, sir.
Of my comments.
Sir, with this, we will end this YT live. And thank you all for the great discussion and a promise to create a better and more inclusive world. We at ATL Innovation Mission shall continue our journey of transformational endeavors and contributing our bit in achieving better outcomes for young learners. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. And we are very hopeful that these kind of session would inspire these young children.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Slightly, yeah. It's no, it's good. It's good. It's perfect now. Now it's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is great. Okay, thanks. Hi everyone, we'll just start in 2 to 3 minutes. Dr. Chintan is just getting out of another meeting.